Hi everyone. Today we are going to work on replacing the gasket on the cowl, the seal that goes around the edge of the cowling of an outboard motor. This is for a 3.5 horsepower Mercury. I bought this used, and when I got it home I realized there wasn't any cowl at all, or there wasn't any seal at all on the cowling, and there was a whole bunch of caked on adhesive left over. So I'm working on taking the adhesive off, having some success. The most success I had so far was just letting this sit in the sun, and the black, the dark color of it absorbed a bunch of heat, and the glue got super soft, and I was able to scrape it off with a pretty sharp scraper. Then I started using a heat gun on it. But I worried that I would put too much heat on it and I would bend the thing and distort it. So now I'm working on acetone, and I guess I'm not trying to get all of it off, but rubbing real hard with acetone and then going behind it with the scraper. So I'll show you how I'm doing it. So just got a paper towel, or actually I'm not using paper towel, I'm using this kitchen sponge with a little bit of abrasive edge on it. I've got acetone, which is a great solvent for almost everything. So just put a little acetone on the sponge, and now I scrub. And then right after I scrub, I go back with the scraper here, see if I can get some stuff to come off. Yep, so there's some crud that came off. So it's kind of slow going, but I'm going to keep at it. Trying to create a good base for the next gasket to adhere to, obviously. Alright, there's a bunch of stuff that came off. This is working. It's just kind of slow going. Alright, not bad. I'm going to work on getting behind this thing now. Got a screwdriver here. Oh, I can just push the stuff out. There's a big chunk. Alright, big chunk. I wonder what would happen if I tried a little sandpaper on this, the rest of the residue. 80 grit, which is pretty severe. Let's just see what happens. I think maybe the friction also heats it up a little bit. Makes it easier to get the stuff off. Alright, I think we're in the ballpark for the new seal. I'm going to clean it one more time with acetone. The acetone will also clean it from any residue that would prevent the new cowling from sticking. The new seal. The new seal actually comes with tape installed on it, so gotta make sure it's ready to accept adhesive. Alright, we're ready to go. Now, I went online and I found this sort of generic product made for Mercury seal cowl. It didn't specify what actual models it fit, so I'm hoping it's just sort of generic seal that's going to work for every cowl or most cowls, including mine. So let's see what happens. I tried to find the specific piece and it was hard and it was crazy expensive. It's like 180 bucks or something. This was like 40 bucks. So let's see how we did here. So as you can see, it's got this tape here. It's got this little flat edge or flat side that's going to fit, I think, perfectly on this little recessed edge. Yeah, it looks perfect. So let's give it a little test fit, see what it's going to look like. Oh yeah, that seems perfect, right? So now we got to figure out some way to get this on without having it aligned perfectly. So you only get one shot because of the sticker, obviously. All right, let me start thinking about that. Try to get an idea for how much of this we need. That's the other thing with this. You didn't order it by a specific foot. It just came like this, and I'm assuming it's going to be enough. Yeah, it's going to be plenty. That's good. If you had a big outboard, this would not work. You have to find a longer version of it. All right, one of the challenges I'm having is trying to get the new gasket material to fit behind this latch that goes on the front of the outboard, and it's attached with rivets. I just can't get it in there. I'd rather not have these loose ends that could catch on something and start to take the seal off, so I think I'm going to remove these two rivets, and I've got some aluminum rivets I can replace them with. So I'm going to attempt to drill these out. I might be going overboard on this, but I'm hoping this will help. So I was able to get this latch off, remove these two rivets, so the latch is off, so now I can have the joint right in between here. But my recommendation to you is do not attempt to take these rivets off. I just wrestled with the rivets for about half an hour. And if it's any indication of the quality of a Mercury build, it's pretty good, because these were some pretty serious rivets. And it took me a long time to get them off. So leave the rivets. I'm going to clean it one more time now that I've been messing around with it. I'm sure all sorts of oils from my hands are on the surface that the tape needs to stick to. Let's clean it off again. We're going to start right here at the joint. That's where the latch goes. So the joint will be covered up and protected by the latch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place the first part. I'm going to peel off the red stuff, place the first piece, and then slowly peel off the red stuff as I go around the perimeter of this thing. Just got my oils back on the thing again. It's good so far. Alright, so far so good. I'm kind of nervous about this because I get really anal about stuff and I want it to be perfect. I really work it into this corner too. As I press down, I'm just pulling on the red tape to release the adhesive. It seems to be working. And just a little bit at a time, maybe half an inch at a time. I gotta say, this is going okay. I veered off a tiny bit here. No, it looks fine. It's great, actually. This thing's got a nice ridge on it, so you know where to press it up against. That's good. Really want to work it hard into these corners. Alright, so far it's going surprisingly well, except of course for the rivet fiasco. Alright, now we gotta start thinking about the end here. If I can get a good approximation of how long this thing's got to be. Got some extra there that will stay in my shop to my death probably. I'll refuse to throw it out because I'll keep thinking there's some use for it in the future. In the corner, really work it in there. Oh, with all that, it's too short. Ah, crazy. Oh well, it will be covered by that latch. Alright, I'm going to do one more thing. I've got this roller here. Maybe this will help get contact, everything. Almost looks like that's what I'm doing. Like I know what I'm doing. Amazing. we got it. Look at that. Looks pretty professional, doesn't it? I'm psyched. Now I will just get a couple rivets, replace this, and we'll be in business. All right, so let's get this latch riveted back on. So it goes like this. We'll line up these holes. You're going to smush the gasket there a little bit. That goes like that. So I got my pop rivet gun. Good. All right, I think that'll work. All right, hope that was helpful for everybody. Good luck with your own project. If you like what you saw, maybe subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and get some more videos coming along the way of fixing boats and stuff. Thanks very much.